Welcome everybody. We are back with another episode of Rock Movie Reviews. Jake is joining me once again to talk about probably one of the most celebrated films of the 2010s and just the last 2 decades, probably.
Yeah, I'd personally say my favorite movie of the 2010s.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
And that is Inception.
Already. I think I found a way home. And this last job, that's how I get there. Dreams feel real while we're in them. It's only when we wake up that we realize something is actually strange.
This was your responsibility! We are not prepared for this! The dream's collapsing.
I have it under control.
I'd hate to see out of control.
You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.
So I saw this movie on DVD when a couple years after it came out in the theaters. I don't know why I didn't get to see it in the theaters. You
I did.
got the opportunity
8 years
to see
ago.
it. 8 years ago. 2010 is when it came
Yep.
out. And we were just getting into movies back then. And I remember there was this Front Row app on our school computers, and we would go on. Do you
Yep.
remember that? And we came across this movie, and I believe did The Dark Knight already come out? Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
came
it
out
did.
2 years prior to
And
that.
that blew everything up. And then when people saw that before the last Batman movie was going to come out, this movie called Inception was coming out. We saw the poster. We watched the trailer. We were
Yep.
like, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like, holy crap. We
Yeah.
were so excited. And I will still go back and watch this trailer. It has the same effect on me every time. I'm just like, this is so cool. So this is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Same here.
It is incredible. So, okay, so it is a bit of a difficult film to describe the story of.
Yeah.
It's a group of people, and we'll get into that in the cast, but it's a group of people that basically infiltrate people's dreams to extract secrets, or to
Yeah.
extract things, and it's not, strictly speaking, legal.
No.
No, and they actually say that in the movie. But it's this group of people, and the main guy is trying to win back. He's trying to be back, allowed back in his country, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Because he's been disgraced or something, and he thinks that this, not phase, this project known as Inception. It's like a concept, I
Yeah.
guess, where you go multiple dream levels deep.
Yeah.
Is the way that he can get back to his family and get back to a
Yeah.
normal life.
And basically everyone kind of like shares the same dream.
Yes,
Pretty much.
everybody goes in the same way, and as the dream levels get deeper and deeper, it gets more intense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's essentially the main story, and when it starts out like that, you're already kind of invested in the character,
Oh yeah.
because going right into cast, Leonardo DiCaprio's in this.
Yep.
This might be my favorite performance of his.
Same.
Maybe it's just he's so good. He's so good as Cobb. And the rest of the cast in here, Tom Hardy, his breakout role in this, he was excellent. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, also his breakout role, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so this movie was a really good jumping off point for a bunch of other actors. Ellen Page is in this film. I think this is one of her best performances as well.
Oh yeah.
Ken Watanabe, he's great in everything he does. Cillian Murphy, and then of course Marion Cotillard, who is in Dark Knight Rises, but also plays Leonardo DiCaprio's wife in this, and she's excellent as well.
Oh,
I mean, I don't think I've seen a bad movie with Marion Cotillard.
I don't think I've seen other movies with her, to be honest.
She's in a film with Brad Pitt called Allied. It's a World War I film.
Never seen it.
It's really good. Anyways, that's for a different time. So that's the main cast of this movie. I feel like. Oh, and then Michael Caine's in this.
Yeah.
Michael Caine is in every Christopher Nolan film. So far, the only one he hasn't been in, like, to date, at least, like, recently, he was not in Dunkirk.
No.
But he was in Interstellar, Inception, all 3 Dark Knight films.
Yeah.
And I think a couple of other ones, too.
Now, who did Michael Caine play? Did he play Alfred or Commissioner Gordon?
No, he played Alfred.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he played Alfred. He was excellent as Alfred. No, Commissioner Gordon was played by Gary Oldman in the Dark
okay.
Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
But, getting off topic. So that's the main story. That was the main cast. This is a stellar cast.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. Christopher Nolan always pairs extraordinarily
Talented actors.
Thank you, talented actors in such original and exciting movies. You know.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna take a leap here, but I think this might be my favorite Christopher Nolan film.
Same here.
Really?
Yep.
I like Interstellar, but Inception is just, it's on another level entirely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we talked about the story, we talked about the cast, the cinematography, and the visual effects.
And visual effects are phenomenal.
Some of the best you will ever see in a movie. Wally Pfister, who also did the cinematography for the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yep.
The Inception has a look and feel that does feel very Dark Knight-esque.
Yeah.
But it also feels like its own thing, and it's unique, and it's new and fresh.
Yeah. Well,
And-
Inception's more of an original movie than The Dark Knight or Interstellar or Dunkirk, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I would say Interstellar is more original than the Dark Knight trilogy,
Oh, yeah.
but Inception's more original in all of them.
Oh, yeah.
You can't really say there's been another film that has been about like going into dreams and like different dream layers, you know.
I agree.
And when this film came out, I think it got pretty much like universal acclaim, but there
Oh, yeah.
were people that were confused about like it at times. Like,
Yep.
I don't find this to be a confusing movie.
No, it wasn't.
No, but there are people that will because of the dream layers and how they keep going further and further.
Yeah.
It's a complex movie. The first dream level is they're in the city, and isn't it raining as well?
Yeah, I think so.
And then that friggin' train comes in and just takes out a bunch of cars or whatever, that turns into a
Yeah.
shootout. Second dream level is the hotel, that's friggin' zero gravity.
Oh, yeah.
And, oh man. Yeah. Third level is the winter military base.
Oh, yeah.
That was incredible. And
Yeah,
then
I love that scene.
Oh man, I love every scene. Actually, the first dream level is also the guy driving all of them. Well, they're in the lower dream levels, driving them in the van. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the fourth dream level is, I think that's what they call limbo, right? Because that's where all of the like buildings are crumbling into the water and everything.
Oh, yeah.
That was, ooh man. I don't know if I could pick a favorite dream level because they're all so different. I love all of them.
Oh, yeah, same.
So, visual effects, some of the best you'll ever see in a movie. The directing is also incredible. I mean, Christopher Nolan is one of my favorite directors working today.
Same.
And I will watch anything he does, you know? It's just,
Oh, yeah.
when I hear about the next movie, he hasn't had one bad movie or even one mediocre movie.
Like, none that I've heard of, honestly.
His very first one was called Following, and that still got pretty good reviews, but it was a black and white film that came out in the early 80s, 90s, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but even that didn't get bad reviews at all. And then just from there he went to make The Prestige, Insomnia, Memento, all
Yeah.
considered excellent films.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, so cinematography, visual effects, excellent. The cast is a powerhouse.
Music's
of people.
phenomenal.
The music is phenomenal. Hans Zimmer, oh my God, Hans Zimmer, one of my favorite composers working today. This might be the most, okay, maybe not the most, but one of the most memorable musical scores for a movie I've ever heard. Everybody's been trying to copy the boom, boom.
Yeah.
But Inception did it first, and there's a level of tension every time that the music comes up.
Yeah.
And it tells you kind of how to feel and what to feel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, this is one of my favorite Hans Zimmer musical scores.
Yeah, same.
So before we get to rating it, because we're trying to
Yeah.
go through this pretty quickly, the action is phenomenal. Not only is it original and just unique and different than anything we've ever seen, it challenges the audience's viewpoint of what action scenes can be.
Oh yeah.
And it's thrilling. The ending of this movie, spoiler alert, our reviews usually have spoilers in it. I love the ending of this movie.
Yeah.
Because it's left ambiguous. They did confirm that he is in the real world, though.
Yeah.
They finally did confirm that, which only after this many years they've been asking the question, oh, the top's still spinning, does that mean he's in the real world?
Mm.
I never doubted he was in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was still a really cool way to end a film, because he could have panned in on Cobb and his children, but instead they panned over to the top. And then they just ended it. And that's probably one of the most effective cut-to-black endings that a movie's ever done.
Mm. Same.
Okay, I think we said enough.
Inception.
Inception for me, 10 out of 10. Hands down, no question.
So for me, yeah, 10 out of 10.
It's a fantastic film. And if, for some reason, after all these years, you watching this still haven't seen Inception, well, sorry for the spoilers for one, but also rent it, Redbox it, whatever, like, stream it. It's an excellent film.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the best you'll ever watch. So, 10 out of 10 from you, 10
Yep.
out of 10 from me. We'll be back with another review very soon. And until then, peace out, guys.